Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Uh, I think the lighting's a little short. I think I'm gonna turn it off. Just hold a second. I think that's better. I hope this video comes out alright because it's pretty dark outside and I only have the kitchen light to work with because I'm not a professional. But anyhow, let's start all over again. As I was saying, hi there. Welcome back to my channel. This is Homemaker's channel. And some people call me Mrs. Furry. And others say, hey you. That's fine too. So, I'm looking down because my cat's are playing with my foot. We're playing footsies down here. As most of you know, we have a lot of cats. And you don't see them too often, but they're usually walking down on the floor. You can see Precious. Say hi. That's Precious. And the one sleeping is Bogey. You've seen Bogey before. He's usually in the kitchen with me. I think he likes to eat. But, yeah. Oops. My water bottle. I don't know if you saw that or not, but the cat just jumped up. And I have food here. That's not covered yet. Okay. I think I better cover this up. I lost track. Oh, I was telling you, today I'm going to be making clam chowder. Dan's favorite. Clam chowder. Homemade clam chowder. The only problem is we live in Maine, but it's hard to get fresh clams. Even when it's in season, it's not that easy. Go figure. I don't understand that. Was a little disappointed that when I moved to Maine, I don't think it's clam season right now, but when it was, I still had a hard time finding fresh clam. Okay, I'm looking at my cat. She's stretching. Yes, it's very distracting, but that's how this channel is. We cook with cats, we live with cats, and I promote cats. Or any dogs or any pet for that matter. They're part of your family. So with that said, let's get started. It really doesn't take long to make clam chowder, and that's why it's one of my favorite soups to make. And talking about soups, I think I'm going to start a soup and sandwich category. Last week, I think it was last week, I finished the Sunday brunch series. So I'm starting a soup and sandwich. I'm going to move this camera back so you can see what I'm doing here. I do apologize for a bad setup here. I don't want the camera to fall. I'm pushing it behind the counter. I have it laid right above my stove. But I have to watch because the cats jump up and down. Okay. If I tilt this, you can see. Okay. Now, what you saw in the pan, I start off with frying salt pork. If you don't have salt pork, you can use bacon. It looks just the same. Let me show you what a salt pork looks like for those who are not familiar with it. I'm using Hormel cured salt pork. it's just a slab of bacon, like. I don't know. Can you see it? It adds tons of flavor to the clam chowder. Let me put this away. I'll be right back. You know how I am. I like to put things away. Okay, I'm back. And cats, will you move out of my footway, please? Thank you. I talk to my cats in case you're wondering who I'm talking to. And you'll see that a lot. I even answer for them sometimes, which is a little strange. But trust me, I'm okay. I'm not that gone yet. It's just something I do. Because they are my babies. Okay, I started browning to save time. I started browning the salt pork. I diced them to whatever size you want. So let me turn this on and get started. Into that, I have chopped onion. I'm using half an onion. I want to show you how to cook, not using recipes if you don't have to, because it makes it so quick. If you know what's involved in making chowders, you don't really need too much recipes. You can make your own. You can create your own version, which is what I really want you to do. Create your own version. And when you're feeling comfortable, then you don't stress too much thinking, what am I going to make for supper? Oh, I like clam chowder, but I don't know what to put in. Or I lost my recipe. You know, you don't need those excuses anymore. And this is smoky. I told you I can't talk and do things at the same time. Okay, let me turn this. You know what? Put a little bit of butter. You can put a little bit of butter in case my pieces can have as much fat. Either that or the fat burns off sometimes, which causes the smoke. Okay, good enough. Then to the browned salt pork, you want to add onions, which I have diced. You know what? Let's add the celery at the same time. I guess a professional cook would say just add the. I don't know why this is smoking. I have the heat turned down. Did you take notice? I'm supposed to be doing a cooking show, and yet just about every episode I do something not really wrong, but not traditional. Like I might be burning something, or I might spill something, or in this case it's smoking. But it's not burned as long as you keep stirring it. I think I had the heat a little high. Good. That's, you know how I am. That's fine. Don't stress. It was probably smoking because, like I said, when I talk, my hand stopped. When I talk, everything stops. That's why when I'm making video, something that takes like 20 minutes will take me 40 minutes. So for you guys, it'll take you 20 minutes. Okay? So don't think because my video is a little long, that's how long it takes. Poor Sarge. I call my other half Sarge, just in case, for those who don't know the background. Oh, that's potatoes. I have potatoes diced too. And potatoes brown easy, so they should always be covered from the light. You don't have to, but if you want pretty potatoes, yeah. Yes, I hear you. That's the pipsqueak I was talking about the other day in the other video. And I said we call her pipsqueak because she squeaks a lot. Her meows are squeaky, and she meows a lot. But when I was introducing her, you think I could get her to meow? Nope, she was so quiet. Okay, now I'm talking good. Well, not Bernie, but I guess. And to this, I'm gonna add the clam juice. I opened the can of clam. That stops it from smoking. I'm not gonna add the clam till the last minute. It doesn't. Because these clams are cooked already. Really. I need a spoon. I talk to myself. See, wooden spoon. Not like the other video where I used metal spoon. Oops. Behave. Can you see that from here? She went on top of my Hoosier cabinet. I have a antique. We call it Hoosier cabinet, but actually it's not made by Hoosier. It's oops, sorry. It's McDougal. It's made by McDougal, but I just call it Hoosier because like the Xerox copy machine. Instead of saying use a copy machine, we just say Xerox it. Same principle. But yes, Sarge and I are into antiques, and this house is, I think it was built in 18 something, I forget. My Sarge knows all the history of the house. He's into that stuff. Me, I just like pretty antiques. But that Hoosier cabinet, I really love that because it's not just an antique piece of furniture. It's really, really useful. And you know me, I'm practical. I like useful things. If I can't use them, no matter how old they are, I'm not really that fond of it. Unless it's really special, like pretty or something that touches my heart. That's how I collect things that touches me or talks to me or useful. Okay, now. Okay, let's repeat this. Remember, I browned the salt pork first, and then it didn't really give a whole lot of fat, and you want a little fat in it. So I didn't drain it because it didn't give off that much. So I added the onions and the celery, and I browned a little bit. Then I added the juice from the clams. I just happen to have this large can of clams. You can use one small can if you want. But I don't know where I got it, but it was good price. I'm sure. You know me. We just cooked this for a while. And like I said, I'm glad it doesn't take long because I don't like to edit my videos. It's straight through. If not, I'll make it into part 1, part 2, like I did with the cinnamon roll. But this one, it only takes one take, one video. Crank the heat up a little bit because I want to keep it short. Oh yes, I almost forgot the potatoes. That's because I had it covered. Remember what I said. I like to cover everything just in case the cats decide to come up. Okay. For some reason, I seem to stop talking a lot today. It's late in the day, I guess. And I'm really not a chitty-chatty person to begin with. I do talk a lot to the cats now, constantly, because they're constantly in my way. But other than that, I'm really not like I said, I'm not a chitty-chatty person. So this is a little difficult. But you know, it's like anything else. The more you do it, the better you get at it. And things come easier for me. So usually when people come over, I let them do talking a lot. I like to listen. So you want to talk to me, go ahead, leave a comment and type away. I'm here to listen, not just show you how to cook. Can you see this? I'm just waiting for the potatoes to cook. Normally I would turn it up this high, but since we are making a video, that's why I diced the potatoes a little small. I'd say maybe about half an inch cube. It's not really small. It's just the right size for me. I don't know why it's that small. See? Okay, now you do want to add salt and pepper. Please behave. We're on video now. Yes. Oops. Just add salt to taste. The main thing I want all of you, especially the younger ones who's watching this, is to get what I want you to get out of all this is learn how to taste, learn how to smell your food, and to I forget what I was gonna say, but that's good enough. Taste and smell, because everybody has different tastes. So even if you do have a recipe, always taste a little bit, as you go. And my hint is when you have multiple ingredients, season them, you know, probably like not individually, but in layers. So if you cook meat, you season the meat. And if you cook vegetables, you'll add a little bit more. I think that gives you a more, what do you call, how do I say this? More balanced taste. That's how I can describe it. Rather than all in one shot at the end or in the beginning. Because you'll see as you add things to it, it'll change. You may need more or less seasoning. And another tip I would have for I was going to say youngsters. I don't know this word, youngsters. For the young ones, is to learn how to combine herbs and flavors. You learn that by experience. So the more you cook, the better you'll be. But yes, experiment with herbs and other flavors, even vegetable combinations. You'll learn what works for you. Now for me, I happen to love onions and green peppers. If it's up to me, I would put onions and green peppers in everything. That's how much I like it. And garlic. I love garlic. It does smell. But you just stay home that day. Or when you're at home. To that, I'm going to add a bottle of clam juice. Because the clam juice in this can isn't enough. Or maybe not a whole bottle. Just eyeball it. That's why I said I keep on adding more as it cooks because it's gonna cook down. So I don't throw the cap away. I always, just in case you don't use it all. Even if you have a little bit, I don't throw mine away. You know why? Because I have cats and they love clam juice. I guess my cats are thinking, what are we, your garbage can? But no, I feed a lot of leftovers, provided it's good for them and nothing harmful. You behave. One of my cats over there, you can't see, but she loves to, we have blinds, and she loves to play with the twisties on the blind. And of course, they're very destructive. They like to poke their head in the body through the, what do you call it? can't think of the words. Slate. You know, those thing that goes across on the blind. Yes, they like to just force their body through that, and if they're big, heavy cats, they tend to bend, and I have a hard time bending it back. I can smell this already. You would too if you were sitting next to me. And when the potatoes get soft, then you can add some cream. Let's see. You can do it's bubbly because I'm trying to rush it for you guys. And for Sarge, because he only had breakfast. It's pretty late, and I think he's making his videos up there too. Either that or doing live stream. A little bit more. When the potatoes are pork tender, then I can go on to the next step. I have a rug right where I'm standing, going this way, and the cats they figured out a way to run and slide underneath the rug, and that's what they're doing. Yes, I could have had another pot prepared, but I think it's not going to really take that long. Especially if I have it on high heat. Okay, now. Oh. I usually have cream in the refrigerator, but I knew I was making videos, so I put cream in the thermos. I love this. It's really a gravy pot, but I use it for gravies or milk when I'm doing something like this. Because, you know, you just don't want to let things like dairy products and meat and stuff just lay. I need to wash my hands. Excuse my back scene. Just, do you have to lay right there? Yes. Mm-hmm. They are restless today too. They already had their dinner. They're probably thinking, that's not going to stop us from eating more. Okay. At this point, I'm going to add half and half. I didn't have half enough, to be honest. But I did have cream, so I used half cream and half milk. Close enough. The point is to add dairy product. You know what I forgot to do? I told you, I'm always forgetful. That's a lesson too. Don't do what I do. Do as I say. I don't tell people what to do. I'm just saying what I didn't do. But you know what? It doesn't matter. I forgot to make the roux. When you cook the bacon and I put the onion, you can put, and I put the butter. Well, with the butter, you can make roux, which is like a thick paste of butter and flour. It's used to thicken the gravy sauce. In this case, to thicken this sauce, it's almost like a white sauce. Clam chowders, I think, in my opinion, it's like white sauce base, cream sauce. But since I forgot to do that, and for those of you, people forget. I think that you forget a lot these days, but people do forget. You're in a rush or something, or you just didn't think of it. There's always ways to fix it. Don't get upset. Don't get angry and throw the whole dish away. There's always ways to fix it. And if you stay calm enough and have just stay calm enough. I don't know what I was going to say. You can think of solutions. Watch my videos and you'll see a lot of tips on that because I make a lot of mistakes. At my age, you learn a lot, but you also learn a lot from mistakes. Maybe that's why I can offer you a lot of tips and help and advices. They all came from my mistakes. And you're the beneficiaries of my mistake. That's why I'm not giving you measurements. I want you to cook, know what goes in it. It's a chowder. Chowders are always made with milk or cream and a thickener like roux, which I forgot to put. That reminds me, I have to, I'm going to turn this off a bit because I might forget and burn. I need to get flour. I'm just going to thicken it with you can thicken it with cornstarch or flour. Just eyeball. You can always add more. And add a little bit of, I'm going to add milk to it. Never put flour directly in the broth. You're going to end up with more like what Pennsylvania Dutch call ribble soup. Like little dumplings or little balls of flour. You always want to stir it. And what do they call it? Isn't there a word? Was it slurry? I'm not sure. I have to look that up for you. Talking about looking things up. Remember I said I didn't know how to pronounce chiffonade? That's exactly how you pronounce it, chiffonade, when you slice it fine. And there was another French word, priorite. No, I forget. I looked it up. I think it was piorette. Yes, piorette. Those French wafer sticks. Pepperidge Farm makes them. And oops, to this, you want to take a hot broth and sort of like bring the, I don't know how you say it. Just mix the hot broth to it. Trust me, it's better. Sort of like tempering it. Because if you don't, you might end up with a big, so like a big blob. I should look at the camera. My nose itches today. Okay, now I can turn this on. Yeah, I just temporarily turned it off because I don't concentrate very well. I'm not a multitasker, that's for sure. I really admire people with kids. You know, when you have babies, you have to multitask. You just have no choice. In that way, I guess maybe it's a good thing I never had a baby. But I often wish I had a boy and a girl. A boy and a girl and a dog and a cat. But you know, life doesn't always work out the way you want. There you go, nice. See, you didn't need a room. But if you don't forget, it's good to, start from scratch, make a room. It's just a more professional way to do things. I'm not professional. But it's also good that I, make mistakes. Because then I can show you how to fix those mistakes. So you don't end up in the garbage. Never throw your food in the garbage. There's always ways to fix it. Unless it's burnt. Really burnt, like pitch black. But, yeah. Oh, can't forget my clams. At this point, you can add clams. I'm only going to put half. This is a little too much. Yes. They love the smell of seafood. Did you take notice? The cats love stinky smells. Like, well, seafood's not supposed to stink, but that it has a seafood smell. Fresh seafood smell. You don't want stale smell. But yeah, they love that smell. And I'm like, when I open canned food for them, how could you enjoy that? Because some of those canned food, it doesn't smell very pleasant. But I swear they must put something in those canned food. And they love the gravies and the sauces. I tried to make gravy one time for them. I don't know. They prefer the canned gravy. But they do enjoy my Sunday dinner that I make for them. Not always on a Sunday, but I call it their Sunday dinner. Yes, I do cook for my cats on an occasion, at least once a week. Lately, it's been more than that. Why not? It's really not that expensive. Actually, I think it was cheaper for me to cook for them than to buy canned food. Because those cans, I think they cost anywhere from 45 to 55 cents in our stores. And 45 is usually on sale price. And I think it's kind of expensive for what they put in it. It's more expensive than people food. It would be nice if those cat food maker like Purina or Friskies would sponsor this. That would be so nice, since I have a lot of cats to feed. But who knows? Maybe I will call them up or see if they want to sponsor my channel. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Because my budget is they're really eating up a big chunk of my budget. I spend more on them than on us. And it's not just the food, it's the vet bills. And like I said, most of our cats are starting to get old. So with that comes more visits to the vet. There we go. I'd say that was about, I don't know, I put about 2 cups, a little over 2 cups of milk. And the onion was about half an onion. And this is a 10-ounce can of clams, and I only use half, so it's like 5 ounce. Or one of those small cans, that should do it. 1 or 2. It's your preference. You want it more clammy or you want it less. And if it's too clammy, you could add a little chicken broth to it instead of using all clam juice. And most important thing is to taste the broth as you go to see if they need additional seasonings. Except it's hot. Yep, good. Don't want to put any more salt in it. We are trying to reduce our salt intake. Well, I'm trying. That's done. I took notice with my webcam. I don't know if it's the settings or what, but when I move, if I don't move slow, watch. Well, now it's not doing. It flashes so fast, it blurs. So I'm very aware of that. So I try to move slow. I mean that I do move slow to begin with. Yeah, at this point, I want to show you. With the stevia, it's hard to see. When I played it, maybe you can see it better. I don't want to tip it over too much because, of course, it's going to spill. But maybe I can spoon it and show it to you. Not very good. I think it's the lighting. I'm going to blame it on the lighting. I do want you to see this. I know. I have to bring it back. I'm trying to bring it forward. Too hot. All the steam. Well, trust me, it looks yummy. I don't know why I'm rinsing it out. It's just me in charge. But I guess it's a good practice to show whenever you take a taste test to rinse the spoon. Or use another spoon like I do. Yeah. I didn't get potato. It's nothing like, oh yeah, it should be good. So, everything's cooked. Tastes delicious. Now, let's plate it. Mm. I can't even walk to the kitchen today. The cats are just terrible. They're all over the place. Okay, now. Mm. I know I stopped talking. Now see, if you were here having dinner with me, you could provide the conversation. But unfortunately, I have to do all the talking. It's not working out very well today. I don't know if you took notice. I make small batches because it's just me and Sarge. Normally you would have. I use 2 potatoes, uh, medium large, not real large, medium sized potatoes, and that's works out fine for both of us. And about 2 cups, 2 to 2.5 cups of milk, and of course half a bottle. I only use half. That was plenty. So, and about, I don't know, maybe half a cup of celery and onions. I didn't measure it. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm scratching my arm because one of the cats, can you see? One of the cats scratched me. Well, she don't mean to scratch, but one of, her nails are long, I think. And then she's trying to reach. I was giving her treats, and they get excited sometimes when they get the treats, and I got scratched. So I am full of scratches. When you have cats, you know what I'm talking about. If you have cats. Okay. Oh, the way to garnish it is if you have, I didn't save my extra bacon, but if you have bacon or even salt pork, you can fry the salt pork, the meatier portions, into small dices and garnish it. So there's plenty of stuff in here. Here it is. I like to put hard-boiled eggs in my soup. It's just the way I learned how to make it, and I enjoy it. So I'm gonna. Remember I said it's always good to have a tub of hard-boiled eggs. Yes, it's a Cool Whip container. I told you I'm very frugal. I like to reuse. What do they call it? The 3 R's? Reuse, recycle, reuse, recycle, restore. And I try to practice that in my everyday life. I think that's a good thing. Yes. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I get like this at the end of the day. I lose a lot of my train of thought. It just goes out. I shouldn't say my thoughts. Maybe I'm just not really thinking. My brain is tired. Perhaps that's why I smile a lot. They say, I love your smile. Maybe that's why. I don't have to talk so much or think so much. Yes, I like to garnish mine with egg. The other half is for me, for the starch. You know the rules, precious. You get a lot of attention, but when I'm making video, you have to stay away. Okay, now, I'm talking about garnish. Yes, I like to garnish mine with a little bit of hard-boiled eggs and parsley. If you have, mine's over there. I'll get it. I was being a little lazy. Oh, I have it. I have it on the top shelf because the cats love it. The cats love to nibble on my plants. And often they'll try to nibble it and they'll pull the whole, it's in a pot, it's fresh herbs. And they tip the pot down and the soil is all over, making a big mess. Yes, it's not easy living with a lot of cats. When you have one or two, you just have one or two cats worth of mess. When you have a lot more, there's times whatever you have. But that's life. And it's the life that we choose for ourselves. I'm having a bad hair day, in case you haven't noticed. My bangs are pretty long, so I keep going like this. But I wanted to make this video because I'm making this for Sarge, and I thought, well, rather than making a separate video, since this doesn't take that long, I'll just make one right now. That way, I'm trying to put one video up a week now. I think I missed last week. I'm not sure, but I'm trying. So I wish I had better lighting. Oh, I forget. Is to go backwards, you can see better. See it? Can you see it? No, it's not very good, is it? Maybe I might have to take a picture or something. Honest, because it's white. I'm trying to think. I know. I'm gonna get a dark spoon. I think you might be able to see it better if I have a darker spoon. I make a mess. Although you can't see the plating too very well. I'm afraid I don't know, I can't see it very well. Of course, I never know till I upload this. Maybe it won't be as bad as I think. But from where I'm standing and watching the screen, I'm having a hard time seeing the colors that it should be. And because it looks so yummy, I don't want you to miss out on this. You know, I do want you to try it. And it's hard to try something if you can't see it. I'm a little disappointed with it might be the lighting. I put this one here just so I will have extra light, but I don't think that's gonna help. I just maybe because it's too pale, white plate and white sauce. Anyway, it looks yummy. Take my word for it. When you make it, you'll be glad. I'll take a taste for you. Got for me too, because I'm hungry. Oh, it's hot. Really good. No, not you. She wants to take a taste too. She said, hey, look. I talk to the cats. I call myself mommy. I'll say something like, mommy, let me taste it too. I talk to them. I should do that on the video. See, added that little bit of parsley gives it a little color to this dish, and the egg yolk adds an extra dimension, and the yellow color. I should mention, occasionally when I feel like it, I will put carrots for color. Not so much for taste because I don't put a whole lot, but mostly for color. Because no matter how delicious it should look nice, and you should have a little bit of color. Otherwise, it's so pale. I think, my opinion. Hmm, I forgot the rule. Remember on the other video, I said half a spoon, not the whole spoon. See, that works. Now I can talk. Okay, so that's it. Wasn't that simple? I made that in no time. Oh, but I think I did go 1 hour. That's from talking too much. Well, I will say good night to you, or good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. And I bid you peace. I, I pray for peace for the whole world, not just you, for everybody. And you have a good day, whatever's left of it. And I hope you come back. Oh, I keep forgetting to tell people to subscribe and leave a comment. And I don't have my thing set up right, I know. But if you go to if you click on my icon, it'll take you to my channel, and then on your right hand side it'll say subscribe. So you can click on that button, and if you scroll all the way down for my video, it will show comment sections. So there you can leave a comment if you like, and I shall see you next time. I have a lot of big plans. I'm not just going to be doing cooking. I want to do a little bit of sewing. I do sew. I will start with the easy stuff and work my way up. And a lot of other crafts and DIY. I'm trying to spruce up my house a little bit. So I might be doing that stuff eventually. But I'm not a do-it-yourselfer when it comes to like home decorating. But I'm gonna learn. You get to see me learn and make mistakes. And if you have any advices and stuff, comment, help me out. And please share my videos. That will help me out too. Because I'm really trying to make a go of this. So, until the next time. Oh, I want to say, maybe I said this already. I'm going to start the soup and sandwich category. So this will go onto that. And for my Asian, I don't know what I'm going to call that, Asian or international category. I made fried rice. That's going to go in there. And my next, I'm thinking, Spiceman50 had commented. Thank you very much for your comment. That he'd like to see more traditional Japanese food. Well, I never really learned how to cook very much when I was growing up, but I do remember eating ramen a lot. And I know it's very popular here too, but no, I'm not just going to show you how to make ramen and put hot water and those seasoning packets. No, no, no. This is going to be elevated ramen, the way we always ate. It doesn't take long at all. And anybody can do it. I'll show you that, I'll probably do that next time. Maybe. But you know me, I always change my mind. So you just have to click on my channel. Well, if you subscribe, you'll be getting a notice, the notification thing. and you'll get to see what I'm going to be doing next. So until then, bye bye. I have to move this forward because I'm too short.